Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad, and it's time for your weekly planner. It's going to be rather stormy for the Great Lakes and the Midwest to start the week off, and of course the Northeast, you're still going to be wet and relatively chilly, but the heat's going to be building in the central U.S. as we work our way to the end of the week, and that's going to work its way towards the east. California, you may get a little bit of rain by week's end. So let's get started here on Monday. Notice where the cooler temperatures are, right there in the high plains, Great Lakes, and the Ohio Valley, and of course up in the Northeast. What else is new for you? But there's a storm system producing a lot of clouds, a lot of rain. That's why temperatures are going to be below normal for our Monday, and even throughout much of the central plains, pretty well cool, but the heat still on down in the southeast and also along the west coast. Tuesday, that yellow starts to work its way a little bit towards the east, still very kind of chilly for this time of year. High temperatures in the Ohio Valley may only be in the 70s on Tuesday, and that chilly air will be working its way east. But notice the heat now starting to build there in the central U.S. On Wednesday, it starts working its way up into the high plains. The yellow that was prevalent on Monday, Tuesday for the Midwest, Ohio Valley, starts working its way up towards the Northeast. And Northeast, once again, you're just going to be very chilly, but that's been the trend for you for most of the week. And we work our way on Thursday. You can see the heat still building up in the central plains. And then by Friday, you can see it really building, and then it's going to work its way towards the east. So the week starting off for the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley and Midwest is going to be below normal, but by the end of the week, I think we'll be back close to 90 degrees. Certainly 90s in this area, possibly even some triple-digit heat. Here's why. We have that storm system in the Great Lakes, Ohio Valley, Midwest. Could be looking at some severe weather, certainly some very heavy rainfall, especially across Wisconsin and Michigan. Pretty dry across the southeast and certainly off towards the west. On Tuesday, that system starts working its way towards the east, some lingering clouds and some sprinkles and showers. That's why temperatures are going to be a little cooler in the Midwest, but notice how dry it is as we work our way west. Here on Wednesday, it dries out even a little bit further, but that front now starts working its way down into the southeast. It could be a very stormy week for those of you down in the Sunshine State. In fact, this is a little bit concerning because normally we don't see fronts down into the Gulf of Mexico this time of year, and this is August, so sometimes we can get a little spin up near the tail end of that. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. Right now the models aren't seeing anything, but again, we will have to keep an eye on it there for you. And then as we work our way into Friday, notice most of the country dry, but it's also starting to warm up a little bit. But of course, the Northeast, you're still chilly with some showers. As far as the tropics are concerned, fairly quiet. This model is trying to develop something way to the east in the Atlantic, but once again, as I look further down the road, nothing is going to become of this. There's that frontal system once again we have to keep an eye on. But there is a system down in the Pacific, and that's going to work its way right up towards California. So by week's end, certainly by next weekend, the system's going to weaken, but it may give you a little bit of precipitation. So that's your weekly planner. Hope you have a great week. I'll be back on Tuesday with another weather classroom. Until then, I'm George, the Weather Dad.